The Foodie family, it's your boy Foodie Loco, the Boozy Cholo, back at it again with another food review. Today we got Red Lobster. So Red Lobster came out with this seafood boil, you know, and we're gonna go see what it is, see what it's not, see if it's banging and all that good stuff. Come on. All right, y'all. So they came out with a brand new drink called Purple Haze. It's a collaboration. Excuse me, I'm over here stuttering. It's a collaboration between Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna get that. I'm not much of a big drinker. It does look tempting, however, we'll see if I get it or not. But what I am gonna get is the crab oils that they got here. They have a crab oil called the Mariner, and I believe that comes with Maine lobster tails, shrimp, sausage, potatoes, and snow crab legs. And then they have another item on the menu called the Bacardi crab or something like that, and it's called Crab It Your Way. So I'm not too sure if I'm gonna get that as well, just so you guys could see. But we're gonna review something, y'all. All right, y'all. So we just got the Cheddar Bay biscuits. You know, these biscuits are really famous over here in Red Lobster. I grew up eating them as a kid. They're really hot, y'all. The smell, they kind of smell like maruchanes. If you don't know what maruchanes is, it's a seasoning. It's a soup, you know, but the seasoning in that soup makes it smell good. So let's go ahead and give it a bite. It's smoking hot. It's kind of dry, low-key, but the flavors on it are really good. It's better than Popeyes, it's better than KFC, it's better than any other biscuit I had at a restaurant. I ain't even gonna cap. This is 10 out of 10 for me. Alright, y'all, so the bag just came here. And the bag looks like a pretty healthy bag, you know. It looks like they got a lot of seafood in there. Oh, wow. Hold on. We'll go ahead and pour that out onto this dish they got us. Let me try this. Oh, wow, it tastes pretty delicious. So this is how it comes. It has shrimp, potatoes, corn.
Your medication? What's your doctor saying?
Let's go ahead and try one of these shrimps. The shrimps is decent. Now right here, we got the Bacardi crab. But we ain't even gonna get into the Bacardi crab yet. We're gonna finish off this seafood boil first. Let me twist it open. I'm trying to do a bite.
They said nothing wrong. Okay. How long ago was that?
4-5 months, but I had a problem with
I'm gonna go ahead and dig this fork into here.
Okay. Does your insurance pay?
Yeah.
Okay. Insurance is cutting out so much.
I know.
Yeah.
Now, even though this crab boil already comes with sauces and stuff like that, I don't feel like it has enough butter. So I'm gonna dip it into this butter sauce right here and go ahead and give it a bite. There's not that much meat in the snow crab, but however the meat is pretty sweet. It's pretty delicious. The seasoning from the snow sauce seasoned up the snow crab pretty well, so it's very flavorful. I'm all messy, y'all. I'm making a mess. It's hard to stay clean when you're eating a seafood boil. Actually, you know what? Let me get this in here. Take a bite. The shrimps are pretty good. I ain't even gonna cap. They're pretty small and all that, but they're pretty flavorful. Look at this corn. I'm not too sure if you can see how flavorful this corn is. Let me scoop that up there. I'm over here spilling on the table. Let me scoop up this so I don't spill on the table. Look at this corn. Let's give this corn a try. The corn is pretty sweet. Let's take a look at this lobster. It's supposed to be a lobster tail. I'm not too sure if it's half a lobster tail, what it is. It low-key looks like they're robbing us for our money. I mean, look at it, y'all. Does this look like a lobster tail? Oh no. Let's go ahead and give it a bite. So the lobster tail looks more like a shrimp, if you ask me. It is flavorful. It's just skimpy. Look at these potatoes, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a bite.
Is it all shellfish or just shrimp?
Just shrimp.
We have the steak and salmon, or steak and crab and salmon crab too.
The potatoes kind of hard. I'm not sure if they boiled it with the seafood or how they cook it, but it's kind of hard.
We have just like we have our new paradise crab that's in season right now. That's just a pound of crab.
I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with the shrimp.
And it comes with asparagus, I believe, and then we can choose one of the sides.
The shrimp is decent, like I said. Alright, so I found the other half of the lobster tail. It's supposed to be 2 main lobsters or something like that, but it looks like instead of 2 main lobsters, they gave us half and a half of a lobster tail. I don't know. And just called it 2. Look how small it is. Like I said, this low-key looks like a shrimp. It don't look too much like a lobster. But I'm gonna dip it in the sauce anyways. Mix it up. Go ahead and give it a bite. Look at it dripping, y'all. Look at it dripping. So with the butter, it just tastes buttery. But with the sauce in here, mix it all up in that sauce and try it. This sauce right here, the Cajun sauce, is pretty decent. I ain't gonna cap. If you guys don't have seafood boils where you're from and you have Red Lobster, I definitely would recommend you to come to Red Lobster to try it. But if you have access to seafood boils where you're from, I would just recommend going to get, you know, a seafood boil from a place that specializes in seafood boils. I don't really want to hate on it too much because it is decent, you know, it is good, but it's just not giving authentic seafood boil. It's kind of giving like gentrified seafood boil vibes. But hey, everybody's doing this. Everybody is doing this reaction or review, so you know I had to do it for y'all. The snow crab is decent. The snow crab has to be like 7 out of 10. These little shrimps right here, I give them like a 10 out of 10. They're not overcooked, they're not rubbery, they're pretty decent.
Right here.
What do you call it? So this plate right here is called the Bacardi plate. With these crab legs right here, it looks like you got a lot more bang for your buck compared to these ones. I think these ones are like, I want to say $5 extra or something like that, $4 extra. But it definitely looks worth it. Look how big these crab legs are. Now if they put these in a seafood boil and just did an upcharge, I feel like that'd be a seafood boil that's, you know, actually worth getting. But hey, to each their own. Let's go ahead and try to unreveal some of this meat. Oh wow. So this meat on top is a lot better. It's a lot sweeter. I know this is gonna sound ridiculous, but it kind of tastes more like crab, even though those are crab legs as well. It tastes more crabby. I'm gonna dip it in here. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a bite. Excuse me for being sloppy if I'm sloppy.
This would be our family dinner, you know, for everybody, if they're available.
Oh wow, yeah. Definitely way better than the seafood boil. These crab legs off top, I'm gonna give them a 10 out of 10.
6:30, you know, like late stragglers coming in. She was asking me at 6:30. Yeah. You can see this on the
I got this one with the garlic, so they got pieces of garlic all over it. Garlic butter, I believe. You have the option to either get an Obey seasoning or another type of sauce. I got the Obey in the seafood boil, so this one I decided to go with garlic, butter garlic. Look at all this meat, y'all. There's a whole bunch of meat on here, you know, no diddy. But we're gonna go ahead and try it out.
No, that's what I want. And
Yeah, definitely a lot more bang for your buck with this one. Let's see what it is though. $10 out of 10. Definitely a 10 out of 10. So if you guys come here, I recommend getting, I don't know, because the seafood boil seasoning is way better, but the crab in the Bacardi is way better crab. Way better crab. The crab legs that come in the seafood boil kind of looks like the crab legs that are at a buffet. You know, they're all skimpy, skinny. But these ones look a lot better. Would I recommend coming here and trying it? If you guys want, you know. I don't really see nothing wrong with giving it a chance. But like I said, if you're the type that don't like to spend too much money on stuff, then I would recommend you guys go get a seafood boil at an actual seafood boil place instead of coming here to Red Lobster. Red Lobster is good. And just the whole seafood boil thing, I don't know. But anyways, that was just my review, you know. I'm Foodie Loco. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it. Peace.